No doubts at all?
No doubt.
Okay, great. Right. So I was talking about cloud, guys, that when it goes to cloud, as I told you, cloud, they will have their own data centers. I'll be explaining it to you. Cloud will do it again from scratch. But understand here that there you will be having physical servers. On those physical servers, your virtual servers will be hosted, whatever you request, right? You go to their portal. We are going to see portal and everything in detail. So when you go to portal, how do you request a virtual machine? How do you create a virtual machine? But what happens in the background that I'm showing you now, that when you go there and you request a virtual machine with this GB of RAM and this GB of hard disk, etc., etc. So it gets allotted to you from one of their physical servers, which is kept in their data center, which is kept in one of the racks. You do not have any control on that on which server my virtual server should go, right? On which physical server it should be hosted, right? So you don't have any control over that. I can have my server here, and just next to me, uh, Tsoft, some other company can have their servers, right? That is possible. As I told you, exceptions are always there. Whenever I want, I can have the complete physical server. That's a different case. We'll see that later.
Hi,
But
question.
general,
Sorry,
yes,
my mic was on mute. Okay. I have one doubt. Like, for example, we are opted for some service. Okay. In a case like we require some dynamic changes to enhance the performance and all, but we are going with the some physical server service. Okay. So like physical server means something we have the on-premises server service. Okay. So in that case, we require some enhancement and can we like combine the virtual server along with the physical server
no,
to use the
no,
same service and
I
all?
no. There's a combination. How can you combine
Okay.
physical and? But if you're talking about enhancement, let's say,
Mm. So
again, let's say
dynamically,
this
if any
is
performance something is required, or if you have any like more
got it, got it.
some flow on the particular day or something.
So you're talking about on-prem, right? Not not cloud
Yes,
servers as of now. So let's say,
yes, yes.
imagine guys, this is let me reiterate your question. Let me know if I got it correctly. So
Yeah.
guys, Krishna is asking that this is my physical server, yeah, whatever the 200 GB RAM, etc., etc. I have, and this is my current server with Windows 20 GB, 50 GB hard disk, 8 CPU. I started running an application on this. One of the video went viral, and suddenly my startup, it's a new hype, and now people are accessing my website. They want to see, they want to order. So this 50 GB server, 20 GB server, I had anticipated that 100 users per day, 100 users per day will come. For them, this server is enough. Now suddenly something happened when video went viral. uh, Something has happened, but now instead of 100, 1,000 people are coming to my website, 1,000 users are accessing my application. Will the same configuration be suffice? What do you think, guys?
It will support, but the
Let's say if
latency
it will
will.
support, let's say 200, 2,000 users, then if you're saying 100,000 is will support 2,000 users, let's say 10,000. No, it won't support, right? The time will come
Yes,
where forget the latency, your server will shut down because of
yes.
n number of requests which are hitting. It will increase the utilization of your RAM, utilization of your CPU. Your server will get be heated and it will shut down. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू वांट टू चेक, ट्राई टू योर फोन. आपका फोन एक लिमिट के लिए बना है. You open YouTube on that, open Facebook on that, open multiple pages at the same time. If your mobile supports that, and say, and then see RAM utilization will go to 10%, 20, 30, 50, 100, and then mobile will reboot. Similarly, try it in your laptop, right? See, if I'm using this, if I go to Task Manager, if I go to Task Manager, guys, here I will be able to see that how much RAM it is being utilized. Look at this. My RAM, 79% of memory is equal to RAM. RAM is known as memory also. Right? So my RAM is being used 80%. 30% CPU is being utilized. So as of now, I'm okay, I'm safe. But now let me open another Zoom session, two, three more Chrome tabs, maybe one YouTube, right? Let me open heavy softwares like VGO, Planner, etc. The architecture softwares, let me open them, Corel Draw. What will happen? Or maybe some video editing software, rendering software. What will happen? This will go 79 to 80, 90, 100, and then my laptop will stop working and it will reboot or it will be hang. Same thing happens with your server, guys. If you have used 20 GB RAM, it will accept certain traffic, 100 users, 200 users, right? Anything depends on your application, etc. But if the number keeps increasing, then this will be not good enough. Now here Krishna's question come, that what can I do about it? Can I enhance it if there is a requirement to enhance it? Is this clear, guys, to everyone, the scenario, what he asked? And Krishna, correct me if I'm wrong. Is this you asked? Is this what you were
Yes,
asking?
yes, yes.
Guys, is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
And guys,
Can
see,
we
I'm giving you,
yeah, yeah, sorry, yeah, please.
sorry. So yeah, I was saying I'm giving you all these examples in on-prem, but do not take them lightly. ये सोच के कि यार on-prem पे हमको काम ही नहीं करना, I'm तो directly going on cloud. No. Even if you're going in cloud, the concepts are same, guys. Understand one thing. Here you have your own physical server. There you will have someone else's, but the concepts are same. वहां पर भी आपको ये प्रॉब्लम देखने मिलता है, यूटिलाइजेशन, इनहांसिंग, डिक्रीजिंग, वो सब वहां पर भी आपको करना होता है. सो डू नॉट टेक दीज topics lightly. Officially, we have not started cloud, but the same concepts we are going to learn there. Same queries are going to come there, and this will be one of your interview questions. Maybe in with different words, I will tell you that. But so be focused on this. It was a good question by Krishna. So because now some video went viral, something happened, I provided some sort of discount, product went viral. Now people are utilizing my website, right? A lot of it. बहुत अच्छे से use कर रहे हैं. I was expecting 100 users, इसलिए I had taken 20 GB, 50 GB hard disk, 8 CPU. It was good enough. But now instead of 100, 1,000 requests are coming per hour. Earlier, I anticipated 100. 100 के हिसाब से वो सही था. अब 1,000 आ रहे हैं. So this server is not good enough. Now the question is how to enhance this. So when it comes to your on-premises server, yes, there are options in Hyper-V, in Ninetics, in vCenter or VMware. Any virtualization. They will not leave you simply like this कि एक बार आपने बना दिया तो छोड़ दो. There are very simple steps. There are few things which you can increase without even rebooting your server. There are some settings. Now that is technicality in virtualization or on-prem. There I'm not going because वो आपको नहीं करना है. How to increase it in cloud, that I will show you step by step. That will be asked to you step by step. But the concepts are same, guys. Enhance यहाँ पर भी करना है, enhance वहां पर भी करना है. So yes, you can enhance your server only with few clicks. Instead of 20 GB, you can make it 40 GB. 50 GB को आप 100 कर सकते हो, 200 कर सकते हो, up to you. 8 CPU को आप 12 कर सकते हो, 15 कर सकते हो. But there is a limitation. What is a limitation, guys? What is a prerequisite? Let's say this underlying server, ये जो physical server है ना, इसकी मेरे टोटल जी रैम था 100 GB, 200 GB हार्ड डिस्क, and it had 12 CPU. This is I'm talking about on-prem, guys, right? Do not confuse with cloud. Cloud में थोड़ा सा अलग होगा, concepts are same. But now this Windows server, I have web server, I am using Windows. I've used 80 GB of RAM, right? And I have used 150 GB of hard disk, and I have used 4 virtual CPUs. So on this physical server, जिसका capacity ये है, I have these two virtual servers. Okay. Now this server is facing a lot of problems. I want to enhance it. Do you think it's possible? Look at the image carefully, read the numbers, and tell me. Is it possible to enhance the server now without doing anything? I just want to enhance. I don't want to touch any other virtual server, nothing. I just want to enhance this server. Let's call it app server. I'm calling this app server. So we are not talking about the web server. We're talking about the app server. So can I increase or enhance my app server without doing anything to any other virtual machine or to physical
No,
machine? Why
No.
not?
no. First, we have to reduce
No,
the
I don't want to touch any other virtual machine. Is it possible?
no,
No,
no.
right?
So
Guys, and when I interrupt you
shared one,
abruptly,
yeah, yeah.
sorry, you were saying something, Vishnu.
I'm saying means whatever available in the shared pool can be utilized. Post
Mhm.
that we have to intervene. Then
Perfect.
only we can enhance.
Perfect. So, guys, whenever I'm abruptly, cutting you down or intervening you, so just take it as a practice of your interview. We have seen it. The moment you start answering, your interviewer will no, 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 that is not possible. No, 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 no. I'm not saying that. No, I don't want to go there. Right. So let's imagine कि हम इसका practice कर रहे हैं हम लोग. Right. So whenever I'm uh, cutting you with some answer, don't take it personally. We are doing it purposely. Right. So like now Vishnu was answering that okay, we'll have to decrease. So I'll immediately say your interviewer will definitely immediately say, and same thing will happen on your client calls also. No, no, I don't want to touch that server. No, please don't talk about that server. Let's stick to app server. I want to increase app server. Can you do something about it? This is how you will actually see. Right. So do not mind my interruptions when we are talking the technical question and answers. Right. So yeah, I was saying I want to increase the app server. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. Why not possible? Why is it not possible? Because I've already utilized my physical server only had 100 GB RAM, which has been utilized. 80 GB web server ने ले लिया, 20 GB Windows server ने ले लिया, app server ने ले लिया. Okay. Then 200 GB hard disk it had. Web server had taken 150 GB, and our actual server, the app server, has taken 50 GB. So there is no scope. Now, there are two methods to increase it. One, कि आप इसको increase कर लो. Then a question arises, do you think in on-premises scenario, can you increase the physical server's capacity? Yes or no? Anyone other than Vishnu, Krishna, other than you guys?
Yes.
So,
You
yeah,
can increase the.
okay. Can I increase the CPU other than Muzammil, anyone? Tushar, can I increase the CPU of a physical server which is lying in a rack, which is in my own data center, on-premises data center? Can I increase the CPU of that physical server? Yes, Tushar, you there? You're on mute if you're speaking. Salim, can you answer this? Can I increase the CPUs in my physical server, which is there in my on-premises data center? It's hosted in one of my racks. Can I remove that server? उसमें extra RAM लगाना, extra CPU, extra hard disk लगाना? Is it possible?
To my knowledge, you can add additional RAM or storage, physical RAM or physical storage, provided there is a additional capacity that you can add on the CPU.
Yes, on the server. Yes, guys. So it is possible. You can add. If you remember, I show you the images of the server. There I showed you the empty slots for RAM. So most of the cases you will have extra slots available. जिस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन के साथ आपने परचेज किया है सर्वर, उसके अलावा हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ एक्स्ट्रा स्लॉट्स अवेलेबल होते हैं. सो यू कैन enhance like in your laptop. You can simply go ahead and remove 4 GB RAM and put a 8 GB RAM slot. Similarly, you can do in server also, but you will never see doing that. Why? Because the moment you shut down this server, ये सारे virtual servers भी turn off हो जाएंगे. So the better way is you can decrease this server. ठीक है, this is 80 GB is being used. So you remove out of 80 GB, you remove 20 GB, then again 20 is available here, and then you assign it. So increasing configuration or decreasing, both are possible in virtual servers. Does that answer your question, Krishna? You're on mute, Krishna, again, if you're speaking. Or you can just give a thumbs up if it's clear. So the answer is that you can enhance and you can decrease it, right, in your on-prem also. इन क्लाउड डेफिनेटली यू कैन डू बेटर देन ऑन प्रेम. क्लाउड का तो यूएस पे ही है वो. I mean, whatever you can do in your on-prem in terms of enhancing elasticity, you can do that in a better manner in cloud. We'll see when we go to cloud. But is this clear now to everyone? Okay, let's go ahead then. Uh, So this is about virtual server, physical server, how we can utilize physical server, how we can utilize uh, virtual server. I hope this everything is clear to you guys, right? Now we can go ahead and start the definition or introduction to cloud. Any doubts, any questions, guys, before we start cloud? Yes, no, maybe? Okay, fine. So what is cloud? I hope this is this readable to you guys, or do you want me to enhance it? Yes, guys, can you
Fine.
see my screen? Is it readable?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
yes.
is visible.
Great. No, is it readable? Can you read it, Tushar?
Yes, we can read it.
Okay. So what is cloud,
Can
Tushar?
you
Can you please
increase
answer
the
what is cloud?
fonts? Yeah.
Uh, cloud refers to the servers or services which companies use via internet.
Yes.
via internet services like IT infrastructure.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Uh, Cloud refers to servers or services which we or companies use via internet services like IT infrastructure, software, virtual machines, storage, etc.
Correct. There's no one liner definition. There's no one definition. It can be anything. This I've found simplest. By the way, not all of these definitions are from officially from Microsoft. Few of them I have created my own. So if you want to follow this, it's okay. If you want to go ahead and check uh official definition of Microsoft, it's okay. This is correct. That is for sure. Style, you can pick your own. If you want to go ahead with this one, it's okay. If you want to go ahead with some other one, that's completely fine. Let's check with ChatGPT. What is cloud? Look at this. Cloud computing refers to a delivery of compute service such as servers, storage, database, networking, software, analytical and intelligence over the internet, referred as cloud. It enables user and businesses to access and manage resources on demand without owing the or managing physical infrastructure. Right? So what do you mean by physical infrastructure here, guys? Can you name what all comes under physical infrastructure in IT? Name few things, please, one by one. One of you can name one thing. What all come
Server.
under physical? Okay, server. What else?
ISP.
Yes. Okay. I hope you got the point now. Right? Server, storage, networking, ISPs, uh, firewalls, etc. Whatever is there you need to run a data center, those are your physical IT infrastructure. By the way, we're talking about the definition. So look at this. You can go ahead with this definition, or you can go ahead with Microsoft definition, or you can go ahead with this one also. It is a simplest version, which I have written with in my own words. So it's up to you guys. Whichever you are comfortable with, go ahead with that. Okay, one more thing, guys. Now look at this. I asked Tushar to read it. Right? He read it here. Now imagine that I asked him to repeat it again. I asked you to repeat it, and you keep on doing this. Now it becomes very easy for you. The things which you are repeating here, when someone asks you this in your interview, it will become easier for you to say that with confidence. अगर आप इसको यहाँ avoid करोगे, if you don't read it now, then it becomes difficult for you to say it in your interview, right? So I would always encourage, please unmute yourself, read it completely. If you are hesitating, you are stammering, or you are leaving some words here, it's okay. We all are learning here, including me. I told you that we have members with 12 years experience, 18 years. They are good with data, right? Someone is good with networking. So we all are learning here from each other, including me. So do not hesitate at all. Make sure to say it here. Don't just read it in your mind and say, okay, mujhko aa gaya. Say it here. Say it loudly. Right? That's the best way to practice for your interviews. And we are not keeping it from last day. एक दिन में interview का practice नहीं होता है. We are doing it from day one. Technical plus interview practice. Technical plus interview practice, and that is the key for our success for our previous batches. And I would recommend to you guys to do the same. Okay. So cloud. What is cloud? The cloud refers to servers or services. Now, what do you mean by services? We already saw services, right? Now, when we start reading cloud in detail, you will understand that the web service, to have a web server like this, sorry, I deleted that. To have a web server or a mail server in on-prem, what I had to do, I had to get a physical server. I had to install either hypervisor on that or an operating system on that directly. Then install an operating system, then go to roles, और फिर एक role को install करना पड़ता था, right? Then I will have either web service or mail service, right? Server and then उसके बाद service. But when we go to cloud, you will see कि without even accessing a server, you can directly ask for a service. You can ask cloud कि भाई मुझको एक web service चाहिए. अब उसके लिए आपको सर्वर बनाना है. Whatever you want to do, you want to create a Windows server, you want to create a Linux server, whatever it is there, cloud will take care of that. When I say cloud, your cloud provider, in this case Azure will take care of that. Azure will simply give you a web service portal directly. Okay, take this portal or take this platform, deploy your website here directly. It will give you the IP address. Hence we are talking about servers or services. If you want, you can take server also. You can take server from cloud, from Azure in this case, and build your own from scratch. But you're saying कि नहीं यार मुझको सर्वर वगैरह भी नहीं बनाना, वो भी आप ही कर दो मेरे लिए. I'll simply just, I'm a web developer. I don't know anything of IT infrastructure. I can develop a website, but I don't know the server. So you give me the service directly. That also you can get in cloud. Is this clear, guys? Why do we have servers or services separately?
Yes.
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 Okay. By the way, we are going to see that in detail here. And that is one of the interview questions for sure, irrespective of your experience. Definitely will ask. By and in this, what is cloud? I hope all of you understand. Experienced people, they won't ask you this question. But freshers, yes, this question will be definitely asked to you. What is cloud? Right? So as of now, guys, till here, till Azure, till here, whatever we are reading, till here, it applies to all clouds. AWS, GCP, Azure, Alibaba, Oracle, any cloud, be it any cloud. ये सारे कॉन्सेप्ट सेम है. इनफैक्ट इनके नाम और जार्गन्स भी सेम है. Azure specific will come from here. Got it? So what is cloud? The cloud refers to servers or services which we as in companies, for in this example UT-Kloud, companies use via internet. So how are we using these services, guys? Via internet. So internet is an essential thing. Without internet you cannot use cloud services, right? So the cloud refers to servers or services which we as companies use via internet. Now services like IT infrastructure. Now when I say IT infrastructure, your servers, अब rack तो आप अलग से मांगोगे नहीं, right? But we are using, ultimately the moment I tell them that I want a virtual machine, what am I utilizing? I am utilizing their physical server. I am utilizing their rack. आपने मांगा नहीं है, but you are using it, right? So like IT infrastructure, software. Now software बहुत ही simple example है, but I'll give you that later when we come to the third or fourth question. Okay, then virtual machines. Virtual machine, we explained it in detail. Sorry. And storage, right? Storage will come. Okay, how to use the storage. But by now, I hope you understand what is the cloud. Any question? Any doubts, guys? So now if I ask you in next session, if I ask one of you, what is cloud? I hope all of you will be able to answer, right? If I pick someone randomly, for example, I simply say that Salim, what is cloud? Or Tushar, what is cloud? Right? I hope you guys will be able to answer. Yes, no, maybe, guys.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I'll be keep asking, guys, right? I just want to make sure that you're not sleeping. I know I talk too much and sometimes it can be boring, but please don't sleep. It's for your betterment. Okay. Next, types of cloud. What are the types of cloud? I told you this applies everywhere. AWS, GCP, Azure, everywhere it applies. What are the types of cloud? But is that the only word? No. In interview, you may hear a question, what kind of deployment models have you worked on? And this is not for freshers. This goes for experienced people also, right? Before they start their in-depth technical question, when they are just introducing themselves or they're talking, or sometimes HR also will ask these questions in its screening, that what type of deployment models have you worked on? So what are the deployment models, guys, or what are the types of cloud? Now you will understand that why did I spend a whole session or whole day explaining on-prem data center, right? Now you will understand that. So what are the types of cloud, or what are the deployment models? One of them is public cloud. Now what is a public cloud, guys? A public cloud where resources, hardware are owned and maintained by the cloud provider. What are the hardwares are we talking about, guys? Can you give me one name of the hardware with a make and model number, please? What kind of hardware are we talking about here? It says public cloud is where resources, right? Which means it could be many resources. It could be AC, place, building, rent, cabling, etc. Resources and hardware are owned and maintained by the cloud provider. So what hardware? What kind of hardware are they talking about? Yes, please just unmute and tell me one name. Simple. One each, quickly.
Sir,
Server. Next.
Storage.
Storage, right? I know it's repetition, guys, but that's what we are doing, right? Practice will make you perfect. We will keep repeating things, right? Yes. Server, storage, networking, cables, etc. Now, what does it mean? Owned and maintained by cloud provider. This is very important. Okay. Uh, Maintained का क्या मतलब हुआ? Why would you maintain them? So let me tell you, when you go to your on-prem data center, what are the hassles you will face? Even if you're a technical guy, what kind of problem you face? ठीक है, छोटे छोटे issues से कितना बड़ा problem होता है, you won't even realize. Now imagine these are physical servers. ठीक है, I'm not drawing the virtual line here now, virtual infrastructure. That's okay. Just imagine इनके ऊपर virtualization already बना हुआ है और उनके ऊपर भी servers है. Okay, let's say these are racks. These are 4 racks. On 4 racks, we have these many servers. ठीक है, ये सारे servers है. इनके ऊपर आपका virtualization भी already बना हुआ है. I'm not doing it for all of them, but imagine it's there on all of them. On that, you have virtual servers as well. Okay, imagine this is your data center. Racks है, rack के ऊपर physical servers है, physical servers के ऊपर आपके virtual servers है. Okay, imagine it is there for all of them. Rack. Please excuse me for the bad drawing, guys, right? We don't have to spend time here. I hope you guys are getting it, right? This is a diagram of my data center. Now, all of these are connected using some cables. ये सर्वर से कनेक्टेड है, ये सर्वर से है, ये कनेक्टेड है, this is connected, this is connected, again this is connected, connected, connected. If I need, right? If I want to keep some isolated, I can do that also. Right? Somehow these all are connected with each other with cabling, etc. Then not only servers are there, right? Data center में सिर्फ servers नहीं होता है, बड़े से storage devices भी है आपके, and all these servers are connected with those storage devices. So what is it there, guys? Cabling, बहुत सारे cabling है. I hope you remember the image I showed you yesterday. वो yellow cable था पूरा, right? So what kind of problems can you face in your on-premises data center? Why? Because this is owned and maintained by you. So what do you think, क्या प्रॉब्लम आ सकता है? Forget the technical problem. Very basic जो हम डे टू डे लाइफ में भी यूज करते हैं. What kind of problem do you see here? कि बहुत सारा
Electrical
केबल्स है.
issue,
Sorry,
electrical
नेटवर्क आउटेज, केबल
power
कट.
backup, power
network
backups.
outage क्यों? Why would you feel network outage क्यों आएगा? Fine, network outage is a technical. Let's go to the reason. बहुत ही silly
बिकॉज
सा
ऑफ
reason,
केबल
not
कट.
silly, layman.
केबल कट
Yes, and why do you think केबल कट होते हैं?
ट्विस्ट हो जाता है.
Yes.
समटाइम इट बाई
Sometimes it
सम.
is twisted, sometimes it is very old, and most of the time, guys, you won't believe, rat bite. मतलब आजकल तो ठीक
राइट.
है, दवाई वगैरह आ गया है, बट रैट बाइट्स बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम था डेटा सेंटर में. चूहे कहीं पर आपका केबल काट के चले जाते हैं, एंड देन योर होल नेटवर्क इज डाउन. कांट डू एनीथिंग,
राइट.
मे बी यू आर अ मल्टी बिलियनर कंपनी, बट ठीक है, एक चूहे ने आपका नेटवर्क डाउन कर दिया, इट्स डन. Nowadays it's sorted. The data centers are very clean, but जो small data centers है, उसमें ये problem होता था. Now, so it is owned and maintained by you. Let's say ये जो physical server है ना guys, इस physical server की भी तो एक capacity है. On this physical server there is a RAM installed, तो वो RAM भी fail हो सकता है. On this physical server there is a fan installed, जो इस सर्वर को ठंडा रखता है. फॉरगेट बड़े बड़े हार्डवेयर. फैन आपका बंद हो गया, एक वायर, यहाँ की वायर किसी चूहे ने काट ली, वो फैन आपका बंद हो गया, जिसकी वजह से पूरा फिजिकल सर्वर हीट हो गया, फिजिकल सर्वर डाउन हो गया. व्हाट डू यू थिंक? इफ फिजिकल सर्वर इज डाउन, डू यू थिंक योर वर्चुअल मशीन्स विल वर्क?
नो.
No, right? So who's maintaining and owning them? You are doing it. You as in your company's IT department. अगर मेरा on prem है तो मैं ये करूंगा. Then the moment the RAM is down, what will I have to do? If it is a Dell server, HP server, I'll have to call their vendor कि यार इसका RAM उड़ गया है, can you please send a new RAM? If it is in if it is in warranty, maybe they will send it for free. If not, अगर आपकी गलती से हुआ है, they will charge you. But will it happen immediately? No. You log a ticket, they will send their engineer after 4 hours, 16 hours, 10 hours, जो भी आपने plan purchase कर रखा है. They will come to your data center, then you will have to shut it down completely. पुराना जला हुआ RAM को खींच कर निकालेंगे और hard disk को खींच कर निकालेंगे. Then you will put a new RAM. It's a time consuming process. और ये सर्वर ओल्ड हो गया आपका काफी, इट्स एन ओल्ड मॉडल, देन यू हैव टू रिप्लेस इट, यू हैव टू परचेस अ न्यू सर्वर. So I hope you understand what do I mean by maintaining the data center and hardware. ठीक है, ये केबलिंग ट्विस्ट हो गया है, लाइक विष्णु said, पुराना हो गया है, right? Then you will have to change it. Who is doing this? You as a company. If I'm talking about UT-Kloud, UT-Kloud will have to do it. I'll have to hire the entire IT team for that. Networking का बंदा अलग, डेटा सेंटर में जाने वाला बंदा अलग, वहां पे नेटवर्किंग की केबलिंग करने वाला अलग, क्रिम्पिंग करने वाला बंदा अलग, राइट, स्टोरेज वाला अलग, रैक हैंडल करने वाला अलग, उसको जो हैवी सर्वर्स को जो लेकर जाना पड़ता हाउस कीपिंग दैट इज अलग, वो वाला बंदा अलग, राइट. सो आई होप यू गाइस आर गेटिंग द gist of it. What do I mean by maintaining a data center? Yes, guys, are you getting it? Is it clear to everyone that what kind of maintenance
Yes.
you'll have to do it? Right? And the
Yes.
purchasing, the moment this gets old, purchasing them. But here in cloud, in public cloud, what happens? Public cloud where resources and hardwares are owned and maintained by cloud provider. Azure, AWS, GCP. You don't have to worry about it. किसी physical server का RAM चला गया, you don't have to change it. Azure will do it. किसी डेटा सेंटर में कोई केबल ट्विस्ट हो गया है, you don't have to worry about it. उनको अपग्रेड करना, you don't have to worry about it, right? One more thing. What is the next point of public cloud? Hardware is shared with multiple companies. Tenant is the word for Azure, specific Azure word. Companies को जो नाम देते हैं वो लोग tenant बताते हैं. That this on my on premises this is a tenant. Sorry, on my cloud he's a tenant. This company is a tenant. ठीक है. So let's as of now इसको ignore भी कर लो आप. तो hardware is shared with multiple companies. I hope you remember the previous example जहां पे मैंने example बताया आपको कि एक physical server है. UT क्लाउड का सर्वर वहां पर होस्टेड है वर्चुअल, मे बी उसी सेम मशीन पे टी सॉफ्ट का सर्वर होगा, यू वोंट इवन कम टू नो, राइट. दैट इज योर पब्लिक क्लाउड. सो व्हाट इज द definition of public cloud? Where the hardware owned and maintained by cloud provider, hardware is shared with multiple companies. What is the benefit of this? Lower cost, no maintenance, near unlimited scalability and high reliability. Scalability unlimited क्यों है? That if you have a machine of 50 GB, you want to now make it 150 GB, you don't have to worry कि आपके underlying hardware पे 150 GB है या नहीं है. अगर उस underlying hardware पे 150 GB नहीं है, तो it will be Azure's job to provide you 150 GB. As far as you are ready to pay, उसका rent pay करने के लिए तैयार हो, it will be Azure's job to make sure कि आपको 150 GB वाला hardware मिले. In on premises, what you had to do? You had to go and purchase and remove and ये सब आपको करना था. Is this clear, guys, to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Now, what is a private cloud? Private cloud is where resource and hardware are used by dedicatedly by one company. Private clouds are mostly used by government agency and financial corporations. More flexibility, more control, and more scalability. Private cloud कुछ नहीं होता है guys. इन्हीं cloud में से when a company or mostly बहुत ही large corporation जो है ना like IMF, बैंक ऑफ अमेरिका एटसेट्रा और गवर्नमेंट एजेंसीज, यूएस गवर्नमेंट, फेडरल एजेंसीज, ये सब जब यूज करते हैं, सो दे विल डिनाई के पब्लिक के साथ हमारा डेटा नहीं रखा जाएगा. इन दिस केस दे विल गिव यू अ डेडिकेटेड क्लाउड. आई मीन हार्डवेयर वगैरह जो है वो मेंटेन क्लाउड कंपनी ही करेगी, अज्योर ही करेगी, बट इट विल नॉट बी शेयर्ड. नो वन एल्स विल बी एबल टू कम देयर. फिजिकली भी किसी को जाने का वहां पर परमिशन नहीं होगा अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस जिन्होंने उसको रेंट पे लिया है. दैट इज प्राइवेट क्लाउड. Right? What is hybrid model now? Don't just think private, public और private को मिलाकर hybrid बनता है. Hybrid model is a combination of public and on-prem. Sometimes private भी उसमें होता है, but that's too complicated. Let's not get into that. Public and hybrid model जब मिलाते हो आप, sorry, public and on-prem model मिलाते हो, तब आपका बनता है hybrid cloud. What do you think most of the companies are using nowadays? आज भी, what do you think is in trend? Public, private, or hybrid? Private, I told you only government agencies will use most of the time. Hybrid, let me explain it to you and then you will be able to answer this. Hybrid cloud is a combination of public and on-prem. Private को मैं थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर ये रखता हूँ. Either public or private and on-prem. So we'll simply say public cloud and on-prem cloud or on-prem data center. Few resources like compute can be hosted on cloud and data store or databases on premises data center. ये DC का मतलब यहाँ पर data center. और maybe my company has 10,000 servers जिसमें से 2,000 on premises पे है, 8,000 cloud पे है. That is hybrid. It is cost efficient and more secure. Maybe I have 10,000 servers, उसमें से 10 server ऐसे हैं जो बहुत ही crucial है. I don't want to keep them on cloud. So I'm keeping those 10 servers on on-prem and 9,990 servers on cloud. Still, it will be called hybrid. So what do you think? ज़्यादा सबसे क्या use हो रहा है आजकल मार्केट में? Public cloud, private cloud, or hybrid cloud? What do you think?
Hybrid cloud.
Hybrid, yes,
Hybrid
guys.
cloud.
Yes, why? Because cloud को आके मुश्किल से 10 साल हुए हैं. There are companies from half a century जिनके पास 40, 30, 50,000 servers है. They haven't even migrated all servers, but they want to utilize cloud also. So what they have done कि जो नया server बन रहा है, let's make it on cloud. From these existing server, let's migrate 500 servers remaining. Keep them with us, right? तो इस तरह से maximum you will see hybrid model. एंड दैट इज द रीजन यू विल सी माइग्रेशन इंजीनियर्स का डिमांड हमेशा, बिकॉज बहुत सारे सर्विस जो अब तक माइग्रेट नहीं हुए, एंड इवन इफ इट इज माइग्रेटेड क्लाउड कितना भी अच्छा हो, पीपल विल ऑलवेज वांट देयर ओन डेटा सेंटर फॉर देयर ओन सिक्योरिटी. एटलीस्ट बेसिक सर्वर्स, कुछ सर्वर्स दे विल ऑलवेज वांट टू कीप, जिसमें बहुत ही क्रूशियल डेटा है, they want to keep it in front of their eyes, in front of in their premises, not literally in front of their eyes but in their premises. So the maximum time you will see hybrid model in use. Is this clear, guys, to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Any
Yes.
doubts, any questions?
Yes.
We have 2 minutes left in this session. Any doubts, any questions, please? Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe.
No, no
No
doubt.
doubt.
Okay. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds left. I won't start the next question, which is types of services, because ये थोड़ा सा बड़ा क्वेश्चन है and very important, and I'll be spending whole next पूरा session हम इसी पे spend करेंगे, and then from next week we are going to get started with Azure. Still, we do not require subscription, so do not go ahead and buy. We'll guide you when to do that. And फिलहाल let's theory part को है ना guys थोड़ा सा strong कर लो. Let's just strong your pillars. It will be very easy for you to understand. Don't take these topics very lightly कि यार बहुत छोटे हैं, basic है, मैं तो core technical से focus करूंगा. Don't say that, right? This is your base. Base, be it technical, be it you're building anything, base जितना ज्यादा strong है उतना ज्यादा easy होगा हमारे लिए in upcoming videos, in upcoming sessions, right? So we're done till here. Deployment models. Do you guys need a break or should we continue? Yes, guys, quickly tell me. We have only 30 seconds left.
We can
Let's
continue.
continue.
All of you want to continue? Okay. So I'll stop the session. Let's rejoin the session without any break immediately using the same link, and then we'll start with types of services or service model. Guys, do not forget these jargons, okay? Deployment model, service model, and don't confuse them with each other. I'm stopping the session. We'll start it immediately.